Hey guys. Hey guys. Welcome to another episode of Hello World with your girl Joy from Be the Difference Clothing. How is everyone doing tonight? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing amazing. Um, I got to do my little welcome, but I'm going to cut it short so we give our guest enough time to get all warmed up and share whatever he has to share with us. Okay, so we have a member. We have a member, and it's the YT cheerleader. Woo! Vern Sporky John close. Hey, girl. We have a member. We have a member, and it's Brooklyn and White Boy. Hey, Brooklyn, how you doing? Hey, Life with Nicole, Marie, and Gary, our provisional member. Hey, Nadia, stay motivated. How you doing? Welcome. Let's see. We got, hey, Afro, how you doing? Hey, Anita. Hey, Wanston. Hey, Leo, how y'all doing? Hey, Animal Lover, how you been? Good to see you. Hi, Gorilla Locks, how you doing? Latanya, how you doing? I just went up in the chat a little bit. Hey, Dave, how are you guys doing? Welcome to another episode of Hello World. If this is your first time, please make yourself feel nice, warm, and welcomed. And chat amongst yourselves how your day is, because I like to find out how everybody's day is going, if it was good, if it can be better, because sharing and being transparent will definitely make things a lot easier in your life. Okay. Hey, Tamina, how you doing? Welcome. It's good to see you guys. I'm glad you guys are all here. So let me just tell you guys a few things and then we'll go right into our guest, right? So if you don't know, Be the Difference Clothing is on all social media platforms, BTDLLC. Consider following. I'm doing a new program. It's called Listening Sessions with Joy. So if you are interested in having someone listen to what you have to say and just talking and maybe either hearing feedback or not, I just started that. So definitely book your session. It is an hour-long session. And you can find out more details by going to BeTheDifferenceLLC@gmail.com. And if you want to just text me, I'm at 201-540-9104. Oh, snap! We have a new member. We have a new member. And it's Gary, Nicole, and living life with them. Welcome. How you legally lavish? Hey, Deborah, how you doing? Kept you by faith. What's going on? Welcome. Gary, you too much. And then the other thing is, if you would like inspirational clothing like what I have on, go to BeTheDifferenceLLC.com. Okay, now that we have that out of the way. First of all, our guest is, as you all know, it's Wanston. Yes, honey. And I can go back to the first time I really noticed Wanston, right? I had been in his chat a few times and, he was talking about God and faith and everything. So I was like, okay, this is cool. I can rock with this. But what stood out the most for me with Wanston is I didn't know him that much and I hadn't been in his chat that often, but he still asked me to be a guest. And I thought that was so phenomenal that someone was that trusting to invite me to be on their panel and to either talk about my business. And I also enjoyed that I didn't even have to be a member per se. And he just showed my channel. Every time I was in his live stream, he would show my channel. House of X would show my channel. And I just thought that was so amazing. And it was so like giving. So these are the reasons why I absolutely am very grateful for Wanston and Leo. But I know they both have their own separate stories. So I kind of wanted to get both of them on Hello World separately. just so we can hear their portion of their life and their words. Um, Not forgetting that they are together as a couple and whatnot. But I definitely just, if you never knew it before, Wanston, you are an amazing person and just so welcoming. And I really appreciate that about you. So, guys, that was just a little brief synopsis of the person that we will be entertaining this evening, or just even understanding more. So I know I took their line. They stay entertaining. My bad, but I don't know. I'm just overjoyed and thankful and grateful just for the openness that he had for someone who was a perfect stranger. And this is how I feel humanity should operate more. You don't have to know each other so long to be able to be like, okay, you're not going to be a threat. You can tell by the spirit alone. So, anyway, without further ado, and after like a year or so, and I'm so happy and so grateful to have Wanston aboard. And for anyone who doesn't know him, and introducing and reminding those who do know him, I am having it's Wanston. How
Hey, you
are you?
guys. Hey, Be the Difference. Thank you for having me.
Yes, yes,
Hello, everyone. How are you?
yes. Hey, Advice with Mel Bonnie. How y'all doing?
Hey, Advice with Mel. Also, shout out to my best friend in the building, Dave, Tony, all of you guys that came over. So good to see you guys. Hi, Carol. Also, my husband. Shout out to all you guys, my sis, Verns. Hey, everyone. Advice with Mel. Shout out to you guys. Thank
And
you so
also,
much.
if you guys are interested in giving Wanston a cash app, just to support him, I just have his cash app right there. I should make this a ticker so that it can go across. Let's see.
Hey, Nadea.
Okay, whatever. I'll just leave it up there. So if you guys feel you desire to, please do. But first and foremost, I would like to know what even made you want to come on YouTube? Just like alone, what was the driving motivational force just to come on YouTube?
Okay. Well, so I believe I have to start from the beginning. Coming on YouTube, I've always known about YouTube from back then. If many of you go to the history, I always uploaded my performances because for many of you that don't know, I do perform outside of YouTube. I am a male entertainer in the art of drag scene. So always upload my performances just so people can see. However, coming on YouTube was actually my husband's idea. He saw a vision, he saw something. He said, "Hey, we should start a YouTube platform. We should go on YouTube, venture from doing our shows in New Jersey." I said, "You sure?" He said, "Yeah, eventually we might get monetized and everything." I said, "You sure?" So eventually, once I started to see and then how much watch time that we have to get, I had begun to lose faith. Because number one, listen, I am very, very much gay. I didn't think that people was gonna like me. I didn't think people was gonna like me or people was gonna grasp to what I do because I'm very unapologetic. I'm me, so I didn't really think that folks was gonna like me. So eventually, I said, okay, I'll give it a try. Along with that, I did lose 1,000 hours in working and helping the homeless and doing different things that I like to do. So I said, okay, it worked out. And then that's how I became monetized. And then that's how It's Me Wanston was able to blossom.
Oh wow, that's so dope. Now you talked about humanitarian efforts. Like, what made you want to do the voluntary work?
I've always done it from since I was a child, from young age. I've worked with developmentally disabled because I have a lot of different certificates and many different things that yeah, right here. When I was back home in St. Thomas, I volunteered and worked for a summer camp with developmentally disabled kids that are autistic, they really can't speak. They have speech impediments. I worked for that summer camp. It was VIRCD for the disabled. And part of my working with them, I was basically teaching them music, like playing music, and teaching them like how to, in the church where they do the inspirational dance. Yeah, so I was like showing them how to do that, and then arts and different things in school. So that was part of my community service. And then I also worked in the hospital in working with the dietary department, volunteering my service there, because going to school, you have to have a certain amount of community service hours in order to graduate. So I did work there for a while. And this is the one for the working at the summer camp.
Bring it
So
up
this-
some part two.
so
Yes.
you guys can see, this is the one working at the summer camp. You guys can see my name. It's fine. That is my maiden name. That's not my real name. It's fine. Then the one at the hospital. Hold on. The one at the hospital. Let me show you guys. The one at the hospital is this one. When I was working at Snyder Regional Medical Center. So it was a certificate of appreciation for the service and stuff I did. Basically, what I did was I basically talked to the patients even though I wasn't supposed to. Like when I delivered the food, I would say, "Hey, how you doing? Are you having a good day?" Sometimes I would even pray with them because even though I wasn't supposed to, but like the HR person noticed it and she was very nice to me. My boss, she was like, "Why do you do this?" I said, "Well, we should always treat people as humans, We should always be nice, because what if that was your mom, your sister, your dad?" And then I always came from having a church background. So it's like, what if that was my mom laying in the hospital, or my sister, or somebody, So you want to make sure. Some of those people didn't have families that was coming. So I used to always be nice to them.
I know that's right. Guys, if you have questions for Wanston, please put question marks in the front and in the back so that we can ask them. So what made you leave St. Thomas altogether?
I left St. Thomas because I wanted a better education. My mother and my father could not afford to send me to college. So that's when one of my teachers told me to attend Job Corps. So attending Job Corps is when I got a trade in business technology and also business management. And they then gave me a lot of different courses. I was able to get certificates in Microsoft, where I am certified in Microsoft. All of the Microsoft I'm certified in. I didn't have to pay for any of it. They paid for it, and I passed the test. I was able to graduate in business management. So, Leo talks about it all the time that I do have a business degree. And so this is this is the one I'm certified in for PowerPoint.
Nice.
And this is Microsoft Word. And then this is my Job Corps certificate.
Nice.
So I know many of you say that, going to Job Corps is not just for people that don't have a high school diploma. Some people that can't afford to go to college, many people go there to get a trade, because without, having another background other than a diploma, you have to have something in order to go to be able to get a job. So I went there to be able to get employment, to be able to get a job. And it also taught me independence, because I was living with my parents for a long, long time. So coming up here was really, really new. I came up here in 2008, and the break of the winter, January 7th. So I was like, oh my God, I came on a plane, did everything on my own. And it was like, OMG. So it's like, I had to know how to do the mass transit. I had to navigate for myself. And then I even had my first job working at Madison Square Garden. That was even so. Imagine going to school and working, and so that was really really hard. So I didn't regret any of it. I enjoyed doing it, even though my mother really was sad that I left. But I wanted, because she couldn't afford to send me to college, I wanted to get a better education, because some of my other siblings, right out of high school, they either have kids, they dropped out. So I wanted to be the difference, someone that went to school, someone that achieved something out of life, not just the normal of what a VI person is known for.
So based off of what you went to Job Corps to now, are you still doing the same thing? Because sometimes careers change.
I would not think, not necessarily. I think it increased because now that I am an entrepreneur and also the COO of a company, I am doing more graphics and editing and changing a lot of different things when it comes to pictures and a lot of different things. So I think maybe might want to go back to school for like graphic design and learning how to, and also maybe how to like build a website, because I'm playing around with that a little bit. So I may want to go back to do that.
And okay, so now, all right, guys, follow me, right? So we come from St. Thomas to Job Corps and Madison Square Garden. How does the drag fit in? What got you into that? And were you scared?
How does that fit in? That fit in when I met my husband, Leo. So I had always knew that he was a performer. I had always knew that at the time when we met, he was still the king of New Jersey, but we didn't officially met until when he did his first show, and I seen that he performed up here in New York at the Stonewall. I had always knew who he was. We met on MySpace. We lost contact, and then I drift where life situation happened. Life situation happened for him, but we always had contact. But this main contact was when we reconnected on Facebook, and then that's when he said, "Okay, I'm doing a show in New York. Can I come see you?" and so forth. And that's when I seen, and I was like, I was very, very intrigued about it. I was very interested. So then he was also invited to another show that they have in the Village. And he was like, well, I just throw you on stage with me and so forth. And I was very, very much, I liked it. So then that's how the whole ego of Teddy came. And then, yeah, the whole ego. I've always had Teddy on my hand because I tattooed it when I was in college.
Okay.
So the whole ego, the other ego of Teddy came, and then the last name, which is X, is actually Leo's legacy. So House of X then formed. We was just basically a drag house at that time, just us two. Then we added on to where.
Were you dating?
We didn't start dating yet.
Okay, go ahead, keep going.
So then that's when I was just Teddy. And then at the time he was like, well, maybe you should take my last name as the X, or you could take his mom, which is Empress. She's a big drag queen, drag entertainer. I was like, well, no, I'd rather be my own. I want to take the last name. So then after that, we started dating.
He set it up right there. You noticed that, right? He set it up. He said, well, you can take my last name. He was already setting it up right there.
So then after that, we started dating, and then eventually we became an entity, and then it was a drag house, and then we started molding people and teaching people what we knew. So then he started teaching me how to embellish clothing, and then I started learning how to embellish, and then that's when my whole creativity came in of sewing and embellish and promoting and stuff like that. So then when we started, we wanted to do our own show, because a lot of times what many people don't understand in being a male entertainer in the art of drag scene, the girls don't book the males. The males do the booking. So we wanted to be able to have our own thing. So then that's when we ventured out to do a show. And I also wanted to compete for a pageant. So, I seen Leo with all these crowns. I said, when am I going to be able to do a pageant? When am I going to be able to do one? He said, well, I could introduce you to one of these pageants. You just have to do a benefit show. So then we decided to do a benefit show in New Jersey. That's when we had our own show in New Jersey. And then when I started to see how folks became very much shady and the money that we were spending, I said, well, Leo, instead of us just having a drag house, what do you think about forming it as an entertainment company? We don't just do it as a drag house, but we do more than just what we do. Now, he said, what you mean about an entertainment company? He said, wait a minute, hold on. You're going too fast now. I said, an entertainment company, we do just more than just what we do. We do, a live show, broadcast, wherever we go, we give you entertainment. So that's how the whole aspect of House of X Entertainment came. And then we had completely changed it from House of X to House of X Entertainment. And then we stopped performing in Jersey for a while. And then, long story short, Wanston has always been my past had caught up with me for a while. And then I had went away, but Leo was a faithful husband. My past had caught up with me. Wanston is a bad boy. Some of you guys don't know. But my past had caught up with me. I went away for a while. And then basically I came back. And in order to rebuild your name in that type of entertainment industry, you have to either do a pageant or know somebody in that type of scene to get your name back out there. So that's when I got back into the art of drag scene again, and I competed for a pageant. This particular pageant is what put me into the field I am in now, as prevention, homelessness, and stuff like that. So I competed for this pageant right here. And I was given this award. It's Princess Janae Place.
Okay.
Yeah, I was given this award when I gave up my title to someone else. So this particular organization is an organization that helps to find housing for people. And basically, I competed. My whole package was put together. Leo helped me with the whole thing when it came down to formal wear, talent, presentation, and everything, and I won the same night. However, what I had to do is basically do a lot of different rallies, a lot of different promotion for the organization. If many of you have seen on my this is actually when I was competing for this pageant and doing all the different rallies and different things, is one of the reasons why I had lost a whole 1,000 hours, because I was working for them. And that was one of the reasons why I lost a whole 1,000 hours, because I got sidetracked and then I had people living with us. So that was one of the reasons why I lost a whole 1,000 hours, and then I had to get back on track in order to get monetized. So yes, that's how I was able to get my first title. Now, do I want to compete for another one? No, because I think that we're much more than just title holders. We're much more than just what that is, and how the company itself has evolved. We're much, much more than that.
Wow, that's a lot. You said a whole lot. And I mean, I respect that. I respect that your relationship still maintained through the time that you were away. And just one question, I'm gonna just touch on it real quick. Did you find it hard to transition back from being away?
A little bit, yes. Because being away, and for many people that do not know what I mean by being away, yes, I went to prison. And for many people, yes, I went to prison. And sometimes as a person that went to prison, you do have those times where you either suffer from either depression, or you suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder, or you suffer from being confined. So with prayer and with, seeking God, I had to shake myself out of it and surround yourself by positive people, and I had to bounce back because I had a lot to live for. And I always had to tell myself I would never go back there because I have too much to lose at that point, that last point when I was away. So I had too much to lose at this point. So that's why I always try to keep myself focused, and I always try to tell people, listen, I've been through so much to where it's only up. So I had too much to lose at that point.
I know that's right. So we go from St. Thomas, Job Corps, King, well, Drag King, Queen,
Drag
and
King.
Drag Queen, my bad.
Drag King.
Drag King, okay, all right. I'm sorry, I didn't know the right
It's
terminology.
okay.
Drag King to now, you guys are doing 3 channels on YouTube. So when you completed your 4,000 and got your monetization, was that enough for Leo to be like, okay, now I want to do it? Or did you also encourage him to start his own channel?
He had already started his channel.
Okay.
We both started together.
Okay.
We both were supposed to be monetized together. However, I, like I said, I had lost. Hold on one second. Let me send this link to someone.
Okay.
I had lost my 1,000 hours because we both at the same time we was sharing. We was doing like reviews on each other's channels. Sometimes we would do like collaborations together. We would do reviews together. We used to do the have and have nots together. I used to do the power. Before the morning talk show developed is when Leo has suggested, well, we have to do live streams. We have to do and so forth. And I couldn't find the time to do it. And in the afternoon, if you notice and you go back and watch, I used to fall asleep. I used to fall asleep. So, however, the morning basically was perfect for me. So that's when I lay down and I prayed. I said, well, what can I turn this into to make people interested? What can I do to make people want to come? So then the name just hit, Morning Time Talk. So then I was like, okay, well, Morning Time Talk. I said, people want to be inspired. People want to be lifted. So then that's how I implement to the morning show and motivation, inspiration, and I implement the prayer list, and then I implement, because my background is very spiritual. I am a spiritual person. I believe in God. So I said, the only thing I can probably do is pray for you and give you something from the word.
And that's all that's important. Like, that's part of humanity. Whether you are a spiritual person or not, giving back to humanity is what's important. So you said you were raised in church?
Yes. Yes, I was. My mama did not go, but she made sure she sent me and my sister. At first, my background is Anglican. I'm not going to say Catholic, but she sent me and my sister. And then eventually I ventured off into become a Pentecostal, where I am a Kojic.
Oh.
Yes, I am a Kojic. Basically, I ventured off because of one lady in my middle school. She invited me to come to her church and everything, and then I ventured off and went, got saved, baptized, and became a Kojic. I was born in, so baptized, saved, and everything. So so basically, I joined into the church, and then when I came up here, because up here to New York City, I had completely stopped going to church because of what the church tells you. Oh, you're gay and all this different type of stuff. God doesn't like you. God doesn't this. So basically, that's when I found, God rest his soul, a friend named Derek, and he invited me to Rehoboth Temple. And that was an affirming church, unapologetic. That's where basically basically affirmed my faith and showed me that I can live in my truth and be who I am and know that God still loves me for me. And that's also where I met my friend Dave Tony.
Okay. Shout out to Dave. And shout outs to everyone that is coming in. If I don't get to speak to you directly, it's not any disrespect. I appreciate everybody that's here supporting Wanston and also here, just here in general. So shout outs to you guys. If you have questions for Wanston, please put question marks in front and behind so that I can put it up on the screen. If you so desire to sow a seed, you can do so. His Cash App is right there. Feel free to do so. So do you guys see yourself having, or rather you, would you want to have children?
Eventually, yes. Eventually, yes. We have talked about that. But our main goal is to get our building and also to be able to become homeowners. So that is the next two things that's on our list, is to become homeowners and to get our building. So in our building is basically a building where we can have a studio, a place for our own fashion line, a place for our club, a place where we can do it outside rather than virtual.
Yeah, you think that's going to happen anytime soon as far as outside stuff goes?
Not now, but that is our main focus. You know, maybe the next 3 years, the next 2 years, but our main focus is to get a building.
Okay, that's good to me. I think that sounds really good. You guys are already on the right track. What else? What else can we ask Wanston? Please put. Oh, okay. She just wrote that in there. So where do you see yourself this time next year?
Well, this time next year, the main thing that everybody has been waiting for is my book.
Yes.
This time next year, I see myself attaching a title to my name. The main thing that everybody has been waiting for is my book. I will be author Wanston this time next year. It's in the works. I will be an author by this time next year. So I am releasing my life story, my pain, some of my sufferings, my dark things that I don't tell a lot of folks on YouTube, my depression stories, my jail experience, my homeless experience, folks that I may have dated, my church experience, because not every church is a good church, not every pastor is a good pastor. My faith experience, being on YouTube and how it has helped me, and how I, and even leading up to be married, that's also going to be in there. So what I will release is the title of the book. It's going to be Pain Lead to Purpose, Volume 1.
Okay, y'all heard it here first on Hello World. You heard it here first on Hello World.
So it's going to be Pain Lead to Purpose, Volume 1. It's going to be my life story. It's going to be, the actual art of it is going to be a lonely, dark, rainy road. And the back of it is going to have all of the different type of stuff that I've went through. So basically that's what the book is going to be entitled. I'm taking my time to write it. It's almost through and so forth. So I was inspired to do it by Tiffany and my husband and a couple other people. So that's by this time next year, that's my goal, to finish it. It'll be published. I do want to plan like a book signing travel for all those that want to see me in person, to get the book signed and everything, So yeah, it's also going to have, I know I talk a lot of times about not having a relationship with my father. So that's also going to be in there. So, yeah.
I like it already. Like, I'm like reading it, like I'm reading it already in my head. And I'm like, ooh.
What's one of your pet peeves? Oh my gosh.
You put that on the
What's
table.
one of your pet peeves? One of my pet peeves is, oh, that's a hard one, uniquely lavish. Okay, one of my pet peeves is basically a person, I would say, lying. I believe just be honest and tell the truth. Don't lie about anything because it's like, that's breaking a friendship. That's breaking trust. I would say lying.
Mm, I know that's right. I think if more people knew about like having integrity
Mm-hmm.
and care concern about others, then lying probably wouldn't be an issue. I was watching something earlier today. It was like a court case, and the mother basically was like really rude, really mean to her son because she always said that he was lying, but it
Yeah.
wasn't like he was lying. It was just, I don't know. I mentioned it because that's one of your pet peeves, and that's something I was watching this afternoon. So yeah, trust and honesty is key. Hey, the Inspired Power.
Hey, the Inspired Power Mama. Welcome in all of you guys that came. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Yes.
appreciate you. Anybody have questions? Definitely put the question marks before and after. So far, I'm definitely enjoying your life story right now. All of your accomplishments. Like, I'm
Oh, I
proud of
also
you.
forgot to mention what's also going to be in the book. So I do not disclose this on YouTube because I want you guys to read it. Every time I try to, Tiffany always tell me wants to leave it for the book. So as many of you do not know, my health conditions also going to be in the book as well. So make sure that you guys, when it does get published, you guys go out and purchase it. You go out and you just purchase it. This is my life work, my life story. I am actually, I'm proud of the journey where I am because for many that know me, I would have never thought. I think I said this for my birthday. That I'm proud of where I am now. I wish that I was here many years ago, but I believe this had to happen for me to be where I am now.
And speaking of your birthday, like, it was the first time I had ever met you. Like I was saying in the introduction, like how I don't know, it's just something about you so welcoming. But I don't think you understand. Like, I'm not the really huggy type of person, right? I mean, I am, but it just felt like home and it felt genuine. Like when you embraced me, I was like, oh snap! I was
Well,
like,
because I
oh, you
think I
like
really
it?
wanted you to come, and I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be so disappointed if she doesn't
No,
come.
I was gonna come. I had to. I just felt like I have to come. Like, I don't know. I just felt like I had to come, and I wanted to surprise you guys. But like, it was just the embrace itself. It felt like really genuine, really like, I don't want anything from you. I'm not trying to take anything away from you. I'm not trying to cut you down. I'm not trying to raise your expectations and then break you down. Like y'all, it was one of those experiences. And I was just like, and I just held you tighter. Like I just kept holding you tighter. I was like, oh my goodness. And it was just, I don't know, it was just such a great feeling. And everybody,
Yes, it was. Yes, it
it was a
was. I
great
thank all of you guys that came and made it such a amazing birthday.
yeah. And like a story that I've never told anybody, but I feel comfortable sharing it with you. But years ago, when I was a kid, a couple of us were on the train in New York, and you already know what New York is like. Um, Verns, you know New York. Anybody else who's from New York, you already know. Like, I was on the PATH train, not the subway. I was on the PATH train. It was kind of late, and there was a guy that was dressed in drag. So I don't know if I was smiling at him or just looking at him, just like, like interested in, looking at the makeup and everything, right? And he turned around and yelled at me so bad, like got into my face, yelled at me. Nobody on the train came to my rescue, not my friends, not another person. So, like, at that point in time, I was so very, very, very uneasy and afraid of drag queens. And from your birthday experience, it all just melted away. Whatever happened, and I was like, that was a trauma that I had to work out, because it's not easy being so young and being yelled at by somebody that you don't know, and everybody's just looking at you like.
Amen. Absolutely. I guess that's my calling. I believe so because I'm gonna get to your question, Abandoned Boy. Like Dave Tony says, Wanston is one of the most genuine person on the planet. I believe I am because I always tell myself I'm too nice, but I guess that's just who I am. Because I remember when I met Dave Tony, we was out of church, came out of church, and I said hi to him. He said, "Hello, bye. I have to go to work." And I was like, "Do he not like me?" The next day he said, "Sorry, I had to rush to work." So I believe that's just who I am. Like I would speak to everybody. I would say hi, even to the homeless person, and people just look at me weird. But I think that's just me. So Abandoned Boy says, "What's your favorite thing about YouTube?" My favorite thing about YouTube and to be able to get on this platform and do my show is to minister to you guys, to be able to pray for you, help you get your day through, to be able to just encourage you. A lot of people do not know what many people don't know, and which it has been. I am a licensed minister. I don't talk about it because I am a vessel of God. And I was licensed. I don't talk about it because I am just a vessel of God. I don't like to put a title to anything that I do, because I'm not here for a title. I'm not here for click or anything. I just want to be able to encourage someone so that someone can be able to be uplifted, So that's what I enjoy about doing it, to help you get through your day, to help you feel okay. Because a lot of times people wake up in the morning, they wake up on the wrong side of the bed. They wake up feeling mad. You might get on the train and someone is looking at you sideways and then they cursing and all that different type of stuff. So my thing about when somebody hears my show, they're able to smile, they're able to laugh, they're able to just be able to get through the rest of their day. So that's what I want folks to get out of just seeing me or coming to the show, or be able to just get through the rest of the day. It doesn't have to be, title this or pastor this, or no. Just call me It's Me Wanston. The purpose of my channel name, because I only changed it one time, it was It's Me Wanston, Yes Hunni, and then I changed it to It's Me Wanston, Yes Hunni. And the purpose of it, and I always call all my friends and folks that follow me on YouTube the Yes Hunnies, right? So the purpose of it is to be authentic, to be unique, to be true, to be real. That's the whole purpose of my whole channel name. Will never be another Wanston, because it's very rare that you find another Wanston. So the reason why I call for my family members Yes Hunnies is because you are Yes Hunni. You are authentic. You are true. You are real. There'll be never other person like you. So you are Yes Hunni. When you say that, you mean you are unapologetic. You are true. You are living in abundance, freedom. That's the purpose why I say you are the Yes Hunnies, and welcome to the Yes Hunnies.
That's so affirming. I love it. I love it, y'all. I love it. I love that. Where do you plan on? Tell everybody when your show comes on and how often, just in case and if somebody who is a moderator can drop the link of his channel in the chat, please.
I come on every day except Sunday. Every day except Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Wednesdays and Thursdays, I started a new segment, which is Inspirational Talk Wednesdays and also Inspirational Talk Thursdays. Monday, Tuesday, and Friday and Saturday is Morning Time Talk. So those are the days that I normally do it. You don't have to be a member. You don't even have to super chat. Although I would appreciate if you do gain value from the live stream or the video, or you want to give a personal token. If you just want to be among us and be a part of the Yes Hunnies, I appreciate you as well. I don't want to come off like I'm charging you for the word of God, or I'm charging you for prayer. No, I would appreciate whatever you want to do, but that is when I do come on. My channel is basically to motivate you, to inspire you, to uplift you, to make you feel like you can get through the day. Because a lot of times, I tell people all the time, I don't discriminate no one that comes, because I have met some people, a part of my channel, who have told me thank you for coming on because I was about to take my own life. Thank you for coming on because you helped me not to feel down. You helped me not to feel depressed. You helped me not to kill myself or cut myself. Thank you for being here. I've met so many people that have said that. And a lot of times we have people that are on YouTube that deal with mental illness, deal with depression, deal with illnesses in their body, and we don't understand how much we mean to them. And many people across the world is watching us. This is why I tell people, welcome the trolls, welcome the folks, that the kids that come in that are disabled, welcome them, because you are helping them make it through their situations. People that are dealing, that are autistic, even though that they might not be able to speak well, they are enjoying the fact that you can make them laugh or you can make them smile. Because sometimes parents who have an autistic kid, all they want their child to do is play with their phone and get out of their face. So if they can get on YouTube and watch you or watch me, you're helping them cope with the pain of neglect. That's what you are doing. And my prayer is that that person that comes to me will find some sense of happiness, find some sense of love. At one point, yes, when I was living in my old apartment, and Leo can attest to this, I opened up my whole house to everyone. I fed everyone to the point where we was out of food. And then the Lord had to talk with me. Listen, Watson, you cannot feed everybody. You can't do for everyone, So that's just me, because if the world and we as people would be just like that, it'll be a better place.
What keeps you motivated? Speaking of that, like, what keeps you from, 'cause I know we all go through things, but what keeps you saying, I gotta.
Well, because eventually, I want more. Even though if I don't want to come on, even if I don't want to do this, I know someone needs to hear me. I know someone needs it. And eventually, I want my own show. I want to be able to be on your television. I want to be able to be in a studio where I'm not physically sitting at a computer or a phone, where I'm broadcasting live, and there's a studio audience and people are listening, people are asking questions, people are being touched or maybe need prayer. That is my particular vision of what I want to do. I want to have one of those things where people can come in and they get free tickets, and they come and they have their coffee, their little chips, and their little bread, and they sit down and they commune amongst each other.
I think that's great. It's gonna happen. I remember you talking about that when I think I met you last year, right?
Yeah.
It was last year you were talking about, and you're getting closer and more close and more close, because the way that all three of your channels are going right now, it's already heading in that direction. All you guys have to do now is package it up and shop it out. Because right now, I don't know if people realize it, but when we go live, these are little productions. And this is how producers shop out, or different production companies shop out television shows. They'll take little segments of whatever you do and they'll shop it out. All you got to do is send it to as many networks as possible. Even though the setup may be a little different, you're still going to be in front of a computer. You still may have people in the audience, but at the end of the day, your range is going to be more broad. You know what I'm saying? But what you're doing now is building that up. So the more you keep on going live and packaging that up, saving your lives, or cutting pieces of your lives up and package it up properly and send it off to different networks, or get a network or a production company to hire a production company to shop out whatever production stuff you have, or have them come in and set up the studio or stage the studio the way that you would want, they would think it would be best for national TV. These are the preparation grounds, and you're already doing it. So, kudos and
Thank you.
congratulations. Yes, we all have our journeys, guys. Does anybody else have another question for him? Because I don't know. I don't want too much more to get out. I don't think anybody needs to be hearing all the extra good stuff. Save it for the book so you could buy it. Okay, save it for the book. Anybody else have questions? It's definitely gonna happen. And Leo, shout outs to Leo. I know you weren't. I know you guys usually, like I said, I know you guys usually go on together, but it's no disrespect to you, Leo. Shout outs to you. I've had a great conversation with Leo before, so I hope that I can get you on Hello World too, Leo, at some point. But anybody else have questions? Hey, Carter, how you doing? We are talking TV show. Yeah, he gonna have it. He already been talking about it. And
Thank you.
from the moment that I went into your live, like a year ago, it's definitely progressed, and it's getting even more progressed. So like you guys are perfecting your interviewing, you guys are perfecting your guests. Like it's just you were meant for this. You know what I mean? You have all
Thank you
right,
so
guys.
much.
If you
Amen.
haven't, if you haven't been, hey J Dog, if you haven't been,
Where do you get your fashion line from?
yeah, I'm about to highlight that. If you haven't been to a House of X production, you're missing out. They did a whole concert. They had a whole concert. A guest who had a whole entire concert. Like you guys are doing it. All right, Vern's question.
Where do you get your fashion line from? Well, what I wear? And you mean like this? Or the merch that's on the site? Well, basically this is we go into stores here in the Bronx or sometime, Macy's, Portobello, and we go in there and there's a custom tailor that, makes the clothes, sew the clothes to my body. Because basically I am small at the bottom and a little bit big at the top, and I was never a person to have self-esteem problems, but with some of the fashion and being around Leo, he will increase your self-esteem a lot and show you what can fit your body and what cannot fit your body and what colors looks good on you. So we kind of balance each other when it comes to fashion. And there's this one store that always have the clothes that I need, and he even gives us a discount and find a different type of clothes that would fit and custom make them for me. As far as our website, if you guys go onto the website, which is houseofxentertainment.com, at shop, you will also find some of my Yes Honey merch on there that is also, custom by myself.
Guys, if there's another Lord. Oh boy, what is it called? Another mod can put the website link to House of X, please. It's houseofxentertainment.com, you said?
Yes, .com.
Yeah, go guys and check that out. Again, this is Terry, what he said.
Miss Joy, I wanted to tell your guest, thank you for having me as a guest on his show. Yes, Associated Minister and Reserve Deacon Minister Jones. Yes, he came to the Morning Time Talk Show one time, and we had an awesome time. And he wanted to come up and sing a song, and I welcome anyone. I welcome anyone. He came up to the show, and he sang and everything. So yeah. I welcome anyone to the show. The show is open to everyone. As long as you be respectful, as long as you respect everyone that's in the chat, we welcome everyone, and I tell everybody, YouTube platform is for whatever you want to do. You just have to keep pushing. Folks are going to talk about you. Folks are going to say whatever they want to say. But as long as you doing what you got to do for you, you're going to just keep doing it. There has been many times I wanted to give up. Many times I wanted to throw in the towel, but I realized what I'm here for and who I'm here for. You understand? So that's when you realize what you're here for and who you're here for, and you have a plan and a goal. That's basically what you got to do.
I know that's right. I'm going to put you on the solo screen and tell everybody everywhere they can find you, whatever you want to tell them, and also something encouraging. And then we'll wrap it all up.
Okay. Hey, you guys. It's me, Wanston. Yes, honey. You can find me on Instagram at it's me, Wanston. Yes, honey. If you need a word of encouragement, you need prayer, you can just follow me, Instagram me. You can also find me on YouTube at it's me, Wanston. Yes, honey, and Facebook at it's me, Wanston. Yes, honey as well. Twitter at it's me, Wanston. Yes, honey. And you guys know I am the other half to House of X Entertainment, which you can also find me on that platform as well, House of X Entertainment on all platforms. Please go and check that out as well. And if you're not subscribed to the Yes Honeys or House of X, please go ahead and subscribe to the Yes Honeys. I would love to have you guys to come and visit us one day. Also, guys, remember that you are loved, you are cared about. Remember that you have to know your worth in everything that you do and continue pushing. There's many of us right here on YouTube. Hey son, how you doing? Right here on YouTube, we continue, we get monetized, or we get to the cross lane of being monetized and we want to give up. No. Whatever you write down and you started doing to become monetized, stick with the plan. Add something to it, even if you have to go back to the drawing board and revamped, replan, do something different. You understand what I'm saying? And also, guys, remember to always pray for those that you see and pray for those that you don't see. Reach out to someone, inbox someone. I love all of you guys dearly. Feel free to follow me on all platforms and ask me whatever you want to ask, or even for a word of prayer. I love you guys, and thank you guys so much for coming.
I know that's right. Thank you all again for being here, supporting Wanston and supporting the channel. It's been a great evening. I enjoyed myself thoroughly getting to know you a little bit better.
Thank you.
Yes, 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 yes. My name is Joy, and this is,
It's me, Wanston. Yes, honey.
and we are signing out on another episode of Hello
Hello.
World. World. Yes.